Welcome back to another league with AmuLIT. Again, I'm just trying to showcase the deck list that I'm gonna be writing, currently in the process actually of writing a cyber guide complete with matchup analysis and whatnot. So if you are a supporter on Patreon or if you are a Twitch subscriber, you can expect to see these later this week. But yeah, this is the list that I'm writing the cyber guide with, and it's been performing pretty well. So I'm going to be trying it out through another league right now. Of course, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you are enjoying the content, and I will see you there. Welcome to round number 1 of this new league. What do we got here? Sure, let's keep this hand. So we can go turn 1 Gracer. I guess I don't want to play the Semi-Growth Chamber right just yet, so just gonna go turn 1 Gracer. We're gonna put the Misty Rainforest in play, and that should enable our options for next turn. Green Arbor Elf. Okay. It's no bueno. That is no bueno. Still don't know whether this is Heliod or not. Every strategy to play with lands looks skillless and no fun. Whatever makes you happy, Gene returned. If you've come here to troll, then you've come to the right channel, because I really don't care. I guess this is Heliod, but it's a version with Noble Hierarchs. So we should be good next turn. I have to see if my opponent's playing Heliod here. Like, what else could this be? Syrian with grid-wide value list with Yasharn. Wild. Absolutely wild. I hope it's good. Can I do anything? 1, 2, 3. I can go Squirtle myself. Leaves me with the same amount of lands, but it puts my opponent down a land. Seems not worth it. Sweet. Good thing I didn't do anything. I think I am supposed to play around Path to Exile. Am I playing around Path to Exile out of the Mongolia Acid Boss deck? Nah, let's not play around Path to Exile actually. We're gonna get super punished right about now, but can bring my opponent down to 1. Seems worth it. No packs to pay for. And let's protect that land. Well, confirm no path. Actually, I think I want to play around my opponent having something ridiculous like a Karn the Great Creator. So let's play around that instead. They probably need to have some sort of infinite combo in order to kill me from here. That's not gonna cut it. Cut them for one after being humiliated by me. It's okay, House. You needed to be put in your place. Yasharn, Implacable Earth. Yeah, so I think that the line here is just gonna be to transmute, make a Titan, new Titan comes down, we transmute that, we get Simic plus bounce land. Yeah. We're gonna get a second Titan, then Simic plus bounce land, go get Dryad, Dryad play Stronghold, haste the Titan, swing for very much lethal. Does these fall under the meme deck category? Let's see what's up. Black green lands. Yes, this is definitely in the meme category. Man, it's been a while since I played a deck like this. Witch's Cottage is cute. I like the Witch's Cottages for sure. I don't know how good Reclaimer is going to be in this deck though. What am I doing here? We want... Do we want Dismember? Probably want those. Maybe we want that one. Assuming we want that one. And maybe we want some of these ones. Maybe Tracker? You got got by a warship. How do you get got by a warship with AmuLIT? You just kill all of their creatures with a Dryad. Then the warship does nothing. How good is Confounding Conundrum against AmuLIT? Very. It really messes things up. When I played against them, they were a Turn Timber Primal Command deck. I don't think it has Karn. Okay, good to know. I usually would bring in a Reclamation Sage to hedge anyway. Maybe 2 explosives, one too many. That is fine. This seems fine. Act of Negation seems interesting. I don't think I want Tracker. Can cut Stacy. Maybe cut and Explore. We're playing against a green-white deck that plays Wamuli, Acid Moss, and Yasharn and stuff like that. I honestly have no idea what we're playing against. It seems like a value deck. I think I'm keeping this hand. Should hopefully limit their ramping. Maybe, maybe not. Guess maybe not is the answer. Ah yes, who have we got here? We got the Magus. The Magus. of the goose. How's it going, Magus? Force of Vigor. Okay. I'm probably okay with that exchange. Especially when it got rid of oh, they have the acid mod, that's why. Okay. Stacy would be great. No Stacy. So I think I'm gonna Susa here. Damn. Never mind. Will we ever manage to have more than 2 lands? This is a guy who loves to play non-spell cards in one of the best formats in a game called Magic the Assembly. Yes, you're in the right spot, Magus. Figure it out. Pickle glass streamer. Only way we can win here is with a Susa, so let's Susa. We lose to any land destruction effect. It's fine. No blocks. Maybe I should have thrown a plant. Thrown a plant to the garbage there. I just lose to land destruction when you were just watching in chat. That's fair. That's cannot argue with that. Ready for that primal command? Oh yeah. I love primal command so much. 7 mana. That cannot be good for me. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Are we doing it? Are we doing it? Second Gargs. Can we beat that? We may be able to beat that actually. Yep. We can beat that. Okay, so what are we doing here? Am I attacking? Because I can Pact for Dryad if I don't attack. If I attack, my opponent gets to draw 2 cards. That seems bad for me. But what is good for me? What is good for me? I can bounce Light plus Valakut, and that can kill nothing. Because we only get 1 Valakut trigger. What if I attack? No, that doesn't work either. This is close. The thing is, if I attack with Titan, my opponent draws 2 cards and I only get to kill 1 of these Gargaroths. So that seems less than ideal. It kills a Gargoyle, but it gives my opponent 2 cards. They will attack with them anyway. Yeah, but I can just not block them. I guess it does put more lands into play, which is a big deal against the land destruction deck. So, yeah, I guess that is it's better to attack. Too bad that we can't double strike here. We're doing this, and this is going to make our next turn a lot better. We already have the second Titan rolled up, so... We expect my opponent to block with both big Gargs. Give them a card in exchange for getting 2 lands? Yes, we do. Yeah, that sounds okay. Almost done picking up this deck in paper. Nice, Devin is dead. Good to see that you're alive. What? That's cool. Okay. How do you get the cyber guides? You have to... Go on Discord, and then you link your Twitch and Discord accounts, and that should get you ready to go. You're gonna get access to all of the sub-only channels, and when you do, you're gonna be able to access all the cyber guards. Sweet victory, sweet victory. Yes, Magus, yes. I'm gonna get a nice little couple of Champarinos here. And I guess that we die to... another Force of Vigor? Second Force of Vigor would be disastrous here. But it is the life that we chose. It is indeed the life we chose. Yes, yes, yield. Haste. Haste, I tell you. I think we got him. I think we got him. Could we just burn him out? Yes, we could, but this is funnier. This is so much funnier. Wait, you don't agree? Like, I can force the issue. It's great. All right, see you for the next round. Welcome to round number 2. What is this? It's a keep, I tell you. That's what that is. Yeah, I think this is an okay keep. All we need to do is we need to find either 2 more lands or a Primeval Titan. But we should be able to develop our board state rather quickly. Wow. I should have known that Angle Lufa would be back on some business. Bye-bye. All right, buckle up, because this matchup is something. Buckle up, because this matchup is something. Actually, I want to name a Titan here. Giant, sorry. And then we can still cast this thanks to the Dryad. They mill me, which is fine. I guess holding on to the activations could be more valuable. Oh, I didn't note what they just... Oh, Pixies of the Pandemonium, that's what they drew. Thopter Foundry. Okay. It's untap. Let's see if we can draw. We get to draw. Cool. They mill me. Gotta start clocking him. Mission steerings. You can steerings into a land. Isn't there a song that goes like shred my life into pieces? That would be super fit right now. Oh yes, good times. Yeah, they also have to mail that one. Okay, that's another land. That still counts. So they're gonna have to shuffle this. Yep. Untap. That works. Just transmute for Valakut and kill them right here. Yeah. Lantern Control. that's one that I have not seen in a while. Where Tracker is the nuts in this matchup, as you can probably imagine. Bog is fine. Cavern can go. Ooh, we may be able to use Colony Garden to attack through Ensnaring Bridges. I can't wait. AmuLIT. I'm not gonna say that it was good against Lantern, but it was definitely a close matchup. Let's say that it was a close matchup. But since the Lantern days, like, we've gained so many great tools, right? Like Force, Dryad, all of these cards that Lantern is gonna really struggle to beat. Now we have access to all of them. So is it funnier to play AmuLIT without Field of the Dead? I assume you mean like more fun. And personally, yes, I like it. I like it better without Field of the Dead in the format. I think it's much more interesting. Much more interesting and just fun to play. Let's go with something like this. See what happens. Opponent keeps 7. This hand kind of loses to Damping Sphere plus Thoughtseize. This is better. Keep. Send Sun home. Oh yes, the classic copy your opponent Academy Ruins so you can actually so you can get value from your explosives that they mill. You love to see it. You love to see it. Why don't my opponent's cards don't have arts now? Why do my opponent's cards not have arts? This one has art now, but they didn't have art the previous turn. Now they do. Sweet, awesome. We're good, we're good, we're good. Inventor's Fair. That's an Ursa. Huh. Those are real cards that my opponent's got going on over there. Those are real cards that my opponent's got going on over there. We can beat this though. They have no cards left. Ursa is a strong sideboard plan, honestly. So by playing castle here, yeah, by playing castle here, any untapped land just gives me Titan mana. I don't think a cyber plan they try to run out of turn game. Yeah, but they might be not playing Ursa in game 1. And they just bring it in post hybrid games. Is this the best list? I'll need it in an hour. This is what I would play. Like if I were playing the PTQ today, I would be playing this list. And I am writing a cyber guard using this list too. It's not bad. Rebuke? Oh, where for Torpor Orb? It's messed up, man. It's messed up, opponent. I don't appreciate that one bit. I don't appreciate that one bit. We can't invent Fair because we don't have artifacts. Don't care about the Pied Needle, so there's no reason to bog them. Also, no, but I also don't want a Vesuva though. I guess I'm just gonna Academy Ruins. Worst case scenario, we just bounce it later. But like, obviously, I just have to bounce a land here. I just have to play a land, I mean. Oh, you were talking about my opponent, what their list is. Another Codex Shredder. They're gonna get Ensnare and Bridge. Good impact for tracker. Should we for the case you can find a goldfish? He made 5-0 with it. Yeah, this is probably one of the best Lantern players before the Mox Opal ban, so it doesn't particularly surprise me that much that they're doing well with it here as well. So they got back a Weir with the Codex Shredder. So we might get comboed out right now. Witchbane Orb. Okay. I think we're dying here. We have to draw Force of Vigor. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, so what's gonna happen here is my opponent is going to end of turn go get one of their combo pieces, then they're gonna untap Immense Sphere, get the other half of their combo pieces, and good old where X equals 5. Excuse me? This turn, that player can cast spells or activate abilities and plays with their hand revealed. You may play lands and cast spells from that player's hand this turn. What? So they can cast my Dryad and they control it? Alright. I can accept when I've been beat. That's something. That is certainly something. Okay. Anything we want to change? Not really. Do we want this member? I really don't want to bring in this member. Kill Sursa, Spells Guide. No, I don't want to bring in this member. Keeping this hand, Corrosive Fingers for no Damping Sphere. Just right out the edge. Yes, nice stabs. Have a good time. Qué bueno. Uf, espectacular. Alright, so I'm gonna put almost to 6. Lantern. Steerings. Damn. Although I guess if they don't have another 1-drop, they're gonna take their Reclamation Sage, I imagine. Playing in Modern PTQ now. I usually don't play in PTQs and stuff. I was considering playing in 2 days because I have some QPs that are gonna expire soon, so My opponent showed me no removal yet. So I think I'm going to play around discard spell. Uh-oh. So they found Academy. They milled their Ashiok. Because they just identified that that's not what the matchup's going to be about. Biting Needle doesn't really do too much to Luria West. Because they can't needle. They can't needle clues. That's why Tracker is so good in this matchup. Nail themselves. Pixies. Castle. Guess I'm interested in drawing that. Probably gonna Pixies? They don't Pixies. Okay. Land. Sack clue. I mean, this is a block. Sack clue again. Pact is gone. It's fine. Tracker and Valaka. Like, this is just such a quick clock for my opponent. Tracker, you're so good. Tracker's so good, man. Oh, Tracker. You love to see it. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 3. I'm gonna be shipping this hand. We're gonna be keeping this hand. Yeah. So we're basically looking for a bounce land, and we have every other aspect of what we're looking for kind of covered. Stomping Ground. Shriekhorn. Okay, with my opponent going Shriekhorn, I'm just gonna lead on Stacy. They won't have that many removal spells for her. And this with any bounce land. Allows me for a turn 3 Titan. Bivin just got back to Arena for the first time in months to realize my decks are either banned or super rubbish. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds precisely about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have an imp in hand. Play a Mire. Oh, they can actually Ox right now. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Gross. Get it? Get it? Being on the draw here could be a problem. So they have to exile their entire graveyard, but they do get a very quick Ox. Oh, they're going for Reunion. Amoeba plus double Amalgam. Okay. No bounce land, which sucks. Only one chill gone so far. The Joxus. Nice. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Mill 2. Alright, second chill. Down to 14 we go. No conflag though. We're gonna see an Ox probably here. With opponent at 22. With opponent at 22. We're gonna need to draw something very, very good here. Second Amulet. If we find second Amulet, we actually may win. Yeah, second Amulet is lethal. Second Amulet is lethal. We need Stacy to survive in order to do the second Amulet thing, so just gonna take here. Down to 4 we go. Opponent triggers a bunch of Bloodghasts, but they don't really do anything. That was a strong turn 3. So we're looking for, yeah, double Amulet is what we need. Because if we find double Amulet, we play Amulet, we fetch for a Breeding Pool enters stack, we transmute for a Bounce Land. We play Bounce Land, we Azusa, then we have extra mana to transmute, we get to double Titan, and we get to attack with both of them. Double strike both of them. So we're looking for exactly double Amulet or bust. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Good draw from my opponent. Definitely an above average draw. Most definitely an above average draw. His hand is missing too many pieces. His hand is perfect. Would you play Emrakul in a paper event? Yes. What is 4/4 here? Blood Moon. And White Leyline. What is the Emrakul for? For mill. Yep. That is right. Mostly for mill, but it just doubles up as a couple of other things as well. So depending on what my opponent does here, even if they blow up the Amulet, we get to Titan them next turn, which is nice, because Stacy is broken. Oh yeah, we win. Stacy is broken. Would not be surprised to see a scoop. What basics do I use IRL? This one's beta. I haven't seen Magic cards in so long. I ordered some cards from like Times Sparrow Remastered, some old frame cards. Yeah. Beep. Where is it? There we go. Green White Reclaimer. Never got to play in paper. Right here. full thing. Saddest timeline. Any reason for Emrakul over Kozilek? I mean, the main reason is that it is more of a game over card against the matchups where you're randomly bringing it in. So that's perfect. Old Frame Titans, I guess. Actually, I did not get any Old Frame Titans. Because I have a couple of friends that already told me they're gonna give me theirs. They opened boxes and they told me they're gonna give me theirs, so. And I was thinking about potentially being able to trade into them. But I found, usually when I buy cards at this point, it's because I find cards very cheap. So I found like a couple of Chinese Knight of the Reliquaries for like $250 or something. Same thing with some Old Frame Coursers, some Field of Ruins. Stuff like that. Okay, so the Dredge Loam. Nature's Claim. That's real annoying. So I'm gonna play around Blood Moon. I mean, I still need something very good here. One, two, three, four, five. So now they dredged Imp. Surely need something pretty good right now. Loam for Gorge, Cave, and Mire. This is far and away the worst part about playing against Dredge, trying to keep up with everything that they're dredging, like what they're doing and which cards are known information, which cards are not. It's kind of annoying. Check. That's what this is. That's me saying check. So now they should cycle and dredge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess they dredged Thug. Maybe dredging Loam here. One, two, three. Yep. It's so wild how in the past, like MTGO would just tell you what you were doing, right? MTGO would just go ahead and just tell you, okay, so you are going to, your opponent is dredging this card or this card and this card, and at some point with some update, which I don't remember what it was, they just stopped doing that for no real reason, and it's so annoying. Now you have to keep track of like every single little stupid thing. It's frustrating. And they never updated it again. Like, clearly it's something that's doable, right? That's a Loam, which is good for us. So, Mesa, Cave, Mire. No way of getting back their stuff. Dredge is no cover man to this irritating. People use whatever they use. I think it's fine. That's why we have so many options. So I think here I'm just getting just Bog and a basic forest. So we can't die to Blood Moon. My opponent doesn't have a graveyard, so they got no engine. So they just lose to my board. Opponent trying to luck sack, finding Narcomoebas, I guess? But that doesn't do anything, though. Oh, they want to get back the loam to hand so that they can keep the engine going again. I guess that's what that is. Yeah. Yeah, in MTGO, I just had a lot of ticks that I could just throw away, so I just pimped my deck. No big deal. Also, the card look okay in MTGO, but like in paper, if you look at the cards, they just feel fake to me. I don't know why that is. They literally feel fake. Colby81 with the Prime sub coming back for the 8th month in a row. Thank you so much, Colby. First shot tomorrow and Old Frame Titans are incoming. We're almost back to the LGS. Nice. Nice. If we throw some ticks your way. I do that. I do throw ticks away in exchange for cash. Been doing this wild thing where people give me cash and I give them tickets. It's an interesting concept, honestly. I think they seem quite nice, but weird because it's out of place. No, I think that they look good. The Bojogo in particular, I think looks great. The Primetime, not so much. Like it still looks good. Like I'm still gonna get my copies in paper, but the quality of the cards is just super poor, in my opinion. It's just very, very bad. See you for the next round. Hello, welcome to round number 4. We're playing against the Lurrus deck here. This hand is just powerful enough that I'm going to keep it anyway. We lose to a turn 1 Thoughtseize, but it has to be Thoughtseize, it cannot be Inquisition. Foils don't curl though, at least the 4 I got some of them wicked print lines though. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like foils, so don't care too much about that aspect. Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna YOLO, right? Because if this resolves, we win. Yeah. If we untap with our hand, we win on turn 2. Play a Scourge, opponent. I dare you to play a Scourge. Excellent. They will have never seen it coming. Just your good old triple AmuLIT hand, right? Whee! Whee! Next time, my opponent will choose to kill the Stacy instead of playing a Scourge of the Skyclaves. I mean, to be fair, what they did was fine, actually. What they did is probably the correct play. Like, you can't really play around your opponent having triple amulet, so... But it's just really funny how it how it all worked out. I think we're good here with this. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Yeah. Now why do we should report a murder? It was rough. Remember the first ever paper magic I played with amulet? I won with a triple amulet hand. Yeah, feels good when it happens. And there's something particularly morbo about, you know, explaining to your opponent why it is that they're dead, you know? All right, so that's fine. You know, they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. You're like, no, you're dead. Wait, what do you mean? No, like you're dead right now. Like this is actually lethal. Wait, what do you mean? How is this lethal? Well, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. This hand is sketch. I think I would keep it if I had another blue source and or if one of these lands entered untapped, but as is we have to ship it probably. This is good. I'll keep this. I think I'm gonna ship the explosives. This hand has a pretty solid proactive game plan. Just played a 6/6, how am I dead? Exactly, like it's only a 6/6, right? I'm at 20, like, yep. You're, in fact, I have you at 23. You're still dead. Let's play castle, let's say go. You're explaining how more damage is that I'm doing than your soul sisters gain life. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Anima. Thank you for the BDs. Look at my Titan ban. Don't put this on YouTube. People hear about the turn 2. Titan sale will be on the news for sure. Nah. It's just way too easy to disrupt. That's why... Oh, hello. Get a nice little look-see here. Yep, this works. This works. Leaving it to explore right now as well. Well, this is developing nicely. This is developing nicely. Do you folks still see me? Because Twitch has literally died on me right now. I can't see anything from Twitch. It just says this site cannot be reached. Since nobody's answering, I'm assuming that I'm just SOL here. It's okay. This is going to YouTube for sure anyway. So with this attack, I think I'm just blocking. It makes it so my opponent can't deploy Scourges, which is the biggest deal in this board state. Second Goif doesn't really do anything. Shadow is kind of fine. What are we doing here? We play Vestige. We have 1 mana floating. We prime time. We get Valakut. Yeah, so I guess this should be lethal. We're gonna leave white floating. Leave white floating. We're gonna get Valakut and Stronghold. We haste Primeval Titan, move to combat, attack. We're gonna see how my opponent blocks, but regardless, I'm gonna get Valakut plus a bounce land. And I'm gonna bounce Celestial Sanctuary. We're gonna see how they block. If they don't block, they die. If they block with a shadow. What happens if they block with Goyf, actually? If they just block with Goyf, I think I just deal all of the damage to the Goyf. Huh, that's certainly interesting. So we can do all the damage to the Goyf, which means that the shadow remains a 1/1. If we do that, then we can on second Mayfair just back through Dryad and that kills the shadow. Because we cannot lethal them if they block with the Goyf. Like, we trample for 4, opponent goes down to 8. They just take it? Okay, so this is easier. Dryad. Play Dryad. Face. Boom. See you for the final match. Alright, here we are for the last round. Playing for the 5-0. For the 5-0. Insane amounts of pressure on this. So this is one of the classic hands that asks the question, can we top deck a bounce land in time? Can we find a bounce land in time? Those are the hands. The castle though makes it so Crumbling Vestige also works. This one. Can we draw a bounce land, chat? Can we find a bounce land, chat? Can we find a bounce land? Wait, that's not my god command. There we go. Bounce land one time. Here we go. Bounce land right here. It's gonna show up right here. All right. Okay. Wasn't expecting that one, but we just got Warping Wailed in 2021. We just got Warping Wailed in 2021. Opponent really thinking through the optimal lines. Oh, is this E-Tron? It is E-Tron. So I guess holding on to the castle doesn't really do anything, but I'm not gonna play my either one of my creatures, I don't think. I don't think I'm playing any of my creatures here. We got the Warping Wailed into Natty Tron Ugin. We lose to Chalice. If my opponent plays it on 1, right? We lose to Blast Zone. Thought Knot doesn't do anything. Double Thought Knot is a problem, but a single Thought Knot doesn't do anything. At this point, probably half of our deck just wins the game. What are the only cards that don't win me the game? I mean, they need to be lands, right? But like, oh, never mind. All right. So now it needs to be exactly bounce land. Now it needs to be exactly bounce land. Which makes things a little bit more complicated. I mean, it's not more complicated, but like more, less likely. We still have a lethal line here if we find the bounce land. Oddly enough, something like Trinisphere would have also made it so I couldn't win. Bounce land, 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 bounce land. Oh. Well, that does it. Okay, so Eldrazi Tron. Force, Bailoff, Fountain, one tracker. Got one of these, cut down one, and cut that one. It sounds great. The double Azusa is not stellar, but I'm keeping this hand every single time. Paul. Dismember. Okay. Lost my last match in the league with Titan against Demir Inverter. How do you think about that matchup? Honestly, I played exactly once against that deck, and I beat it, but it's one of those things where, you know, variance and blah, 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 blah. So I honestly don't have enough experience in that matchup in particular. Alright, just gotta dodge Thought Knot now. There are a combo deck that involves tapping out, which gives you windows to win the game. Yeah, but like, you can't really interact with their combo, realistically speaking, so. But yeah, they have some limited options. Alright, there you go. They had the Thought Knot, so. And the Chalice. I'm gonna draw some respect because life has a way to be sarcastic with me. Valakut would be real nice here. I know that I have a free block on the Matter Shaper, but it's not free because my opponent can then play a Ballista that kills the Dryad, or they can just draw a card of the Reshaper. Both things are I'm just not interested in letting happen. ¿Cómo le ganamos al SB? Sí, sí, sí. Le dimos una clase de Sliver, set Twitch. Le dimos una clase de fragmentados. Is that the worst draw in the deck? Because that just does literally nothing for me. My opponent's not going to be able to take out the last on it quickly enough for it to matter, so... Sure. Blow up the amulet doesn't do anything. Expedition map. Oh, man, this is just so annoying. Because we just have so many ways of assembling lethal, right? Just so frustrating. Valakut wins, Primetime wins. There we go. Got him. All right. Game number 3. This looks just fine. Easy clap. Será que te mojas River o Boca, no vale ser pecho frío, dilo. Nunca me atrevería a responder esa pregunta. Voy a perder mucha gente. No, Boca siempre. Yeah, we don't like this hand. This hand is interesting. Okay. Chao, muchachos. Yo sabía que iba a saltar a alguien. Sabía que iba a saltar a alguien. Sabía que le iba a bardear. What's up, Grub? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. No thought note. Come on, opponent. One time. Have a hand that's not perfect. One time, have a hand that's not perfect. Did you see the first match of Spike matched up against the PTQ, which Titan list runs path? A bad one. Bad Titan lists run path. We're gonna explore first, because if we find a bounce land, we get to Titan right now. So freaking good. I am so freaking good. There is a chalice in play, though. There is a chalice in play, though. Here goes nothing. Castle is a silly card. It really is. DP with a tier 1 sub, coming back for the 13th month. The luckiest month. I think I'm going with Ghost Quarter here, huh? Ghost Quarter plus Tolere West. I can't really transmute for anything until I get rid of the Chalice, though. This is actually quite interesting. It does feel like the main way we lose is my opponent somehow manages to complete Tron and then they do the thing. So I kind of want to stop them from doing that. But let's assume my opponent has a Dismember here. I think it's better for me to put a Valakut into play to make Dryad a better top deck. No, Vesuva doesn't work like that. Naughty rolls. The way that it works is whenever you're copying a card with Vesuva, like you need to, like it is just, it works so you can only copy lands that don't enter at the same time as the Vesuva. My opponent reveals a Reality Smasher, which is perfectly fine. And here I think we're blowing up the tower. Again, the only thing that I'm really scared is my opponent just randomly being able to complete Tron and just play something very, very good. But if they're just gonna, wow, and they had it, I feel so smart. But like if they want to play a Reality Smasher here, that's whatever. Because now we can actually double strike this guy, which means that we should be able to attack fairly well. Thought not. To see a hand of nothing, opponent. They didn't have Dismember last turn, so I'm assuming they don't have Dismember this turn either. And now we can get... This basically forces the double chump. We get Sunhome plus Sanctuary. Just activate here. We have to jump with both. This draws them a card, but I think it's worth it. And if we find a Dryad, we just win. The reveal card, the Great Creator. It's not good enough. It's not good enough without actual Tron. Equalizer with the tier 1 sub. Thank you for coming back for the second month in a row. Appreciate the support, Equalizer. Thanks for being here. I feel like I played this game very well. The pacing with the explorers, the other stuff with like playing around my opponent, having like figuring out what is the exact scenario that needs to happen for my opponent to be able to win the game, playing around that and then getting rewarded because my opponent had exactly that. So that was a good trophy. That was a good trophy. And yep, this list is very good. This is what I would recommend right now. Technical difficulties cannot stop this trophy. Exactly. AmuLIT too strong. Just cannot be stopped by my internet going down. It cannot be stopped. Great, great list. Mabluber, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Code Empire. Code Empire, welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. 9-1 record today, yeah. Solid 9-1. doing pretty well. I mean, we played some nice matches too, which always feels good, you know, because sometimes you just play some shitty matches. Like whether you win or lose, it's just not even close. It's just silly. But like we played some pretty good matches against the Esper control deck in the first league. Again, I feel like I got a lot of tiny edges in that very last match against Eldrazi Tron. I feel like I was playing pretty tight there. Fun matches are better even if you don't win. Yeah, 100% equalizer. I agree. Thanks in Portuguese, bro. Obrigado. Good stuff. It's good stuff. This is pretty good. And I am about halfway into finishing my cyber guide. So for those of you that are interested, it's pretty straightforward what I do. I just go on Goldfish and there we go. I just go on Goldfish and I look at the metagame, and then I just go to Modern and I grab all of these decks. And all of these decks are going to be there, and then I go a little bit lower. And then I go with certain decks that I think are very interesting matchups. For example, I'm going to be talking about Infect, even though Infect is not very popular anymore right now. I'm going to be talking about Humans, you know, decks that maybe have fallen out of favor, but like are just Modern mainstays, to call them somehow, even if they're not, you know, the most popular decks in the format or anything. But they're decks that you are very likely to find at your FNM or whatever. And there are also matchups that I do think that have a lot of tiny little details that are worth discussing. So I just grab... Last time I did it was like with 45 matchups. I'm assuming this time around it's not going to be as much. It's probably going to be around like between 30 and 40. I don't have the actual number just yet. But the idea is to have it ready for these weekend showcases. And then the nice thing about having cyber guides which actually explain how the matchups plays out and like the play patterns that you need to be watching out, etc., is that even though if lists do change, you still can use them to have an idea of how to cyber. So even though, you know, maybe we changed the list and we're like only playing one dismember or no dismembers at all, and we're playing like whatever, like Beast instead or whatever, it just doesn't matter because you're gonna... Like you can understand what matters and what doesn't matter in the matchup, and then you can basically use your own judgment in order to sideboard, even if you are not playing exactly the list that I am registering. So hopefully that should be some content that people are looking forward to. That's gonna be it for me though. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube and if you enjoy the content, and leave me a comment down there as well. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested to hear some feedback. So love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.